The Philippine National Police will raise a full alert in several hours as the countdown to the barangay and SK election continues. The exodus for the long weekend has also begun as passengers flock terminals, sea, and airports as we speak. And star pole vaulter EJ Obiena feels vindicated after the person who accused him of doping apologized. Fast, focused, and fearless, here's a roundup of stories we're watching now. I'm Denise Tan. The Philippine National Police will be on full alert starting 12 midnight. That's 3 days until the barangay and Sangguniang Kabataan elections. Here are other updates from the ground. COMELEC Chairman George Garcia says he will visit Abra to personally check the situation there. That's after hundreds of candidates withdrew from the race while several teachers backed out of their election duties. There have also been reports of election-related violence in the province. In General Luna, Quezon, one candidate for barangay chairman was gunned down by still unidentified assailants. According to police, Ruben Ilagan, incumbent village councilor of Barangay Malaya, was on his way home when he was murdered. COMELEC, however, has yet to determine whether the killing is election-related. And the Legal Network for Truthful Elections, or LENTE, and the Teachers' Dignity Coalition will activate their election monitoring hotline. That's starting October 29 and at 12 noon until 6 p.m. on October 30. The hotline aims to relay the concerns of on-duty teachers directly to the command center of COMELEC in Intramuros. Since 2010, the groups have been activating the hotline. The Interior Department clarifies that barangay and Sangguniang Kabataan officials do not have salaries and only receive honorarium. DILG Director for National Barangay Operations Office, Dennis Villaseñor, told Radyo 5 that the average monthly allowance of barangay captains and councilors in the Philippines are 7,900 pesos and 5,900 pesos. These depend on the budgets of each barangay. For example, barangay captains in the NCR receive 12,700 while councilors get 8,900 pesos per month, while their counterparts in provinces receive far less. Aside from the honorarium, there are village officials and workers enjoying additional benefits. These include scholarships for their children, health insurance, and Christmas bonuses.
Ang pag-determine po ng honorarium ng ating mga barangay officials kasama yung ating SK ay depende sa budget ng bawat barangay. Kung kaya't magkakaiba talaga ang honorarium. Ang pinakasiling lang po na kondisyon ay dapat wag lalagpas sa 55% ng total budget mo yung iyong pampasweldo.
One News is covering the barangay and SK elections from start to finish. That's as voting precincts open until the beginning of counting. The special coverage starts on Monday, October 30 at 6:30 in the morning. Join us then. Moving on to another story. Authorities are expecting a surge of passengers starting today as the long weekend kicks off. The Parañaque Integrated Terminal Exchange, or PITX, recorded some 100,000 commuters using the terminal yesterday. The number is expected to go up because of the holidays for the barangay and Sangguniang Kabataan elections and undas. However, the PITX administration does not see congestion as travelers are not coming in all at the same time on any particular day of the long weekend. There are also at least 5,000 buses in the terminal to service commuters. PITX is only expected to get busier a few hours before October 31st when many Filipinos return to work after BSKE. Only October 30 and November 1 and 2 are declared as holidays. Travelers have also begun flocking to the port of Batangas where security has been beefed up. Port authorities admit that there may not be enough vessels making trips for the 20,000 passengers expected during the extended break. The Philippine Coast Guard has begun inspecting boats to make sure there's no overloading. Authorities also said that pork, poultry, and processed products will not be allowed on any trip due to the threat of African swine fever and bird flu. The Ninoy Aquino International Airport is also beginning to see an influx of passengers. According to the Manila International Airport Authority, they are expecting up to 130,000 passengers at NAIA from October 27 to November 6. That's 10% higher than the usual passenger volume. Airport management is hoping that the new terminal assignments will help regulate foot traffic. We're bringing you more stories after this quick break. Keep it here on One News. Thanks for staying with us here on One News Now. I'm Denise Tan. China again tells the United States to stay out of issues involving Beijing and Manila and the disputed waters. This is on the back of U.S. President Joe Biden's reaffirmation of his nation's ironclad commitment to Philippine defense. Biden also warned China against further aggressions in the West Philippine Sea.
I want to be clear. I want to be very clear. The United States defense commitment to the Philippines is ironclad. The United States defense agreement with the Philippines is ironclad. Any attack on the Filipino aircraft vessels or armed forces will invoke our mutual defense treaty with the Philippines.
But China is not hearing President Biden. Chinese Foreign Ministry spokesperson Mao Ning maintained that the U.S. shouldn't encourage the, quote, illegal claims of the Philippines in the region. Beijing is not taking responsibility for the collision on October 22 in Ayungin Shoal that involved Chinese Coast Guard and Filipino vessels.
美国不是南海问题的当事方，无权介入中国和菲律宾两国之间的问题。美国对菲律宾的防卫承诺不得损害中方在南海的主权和海洋权益，更不能以此为菲律宾的非法权益主张撑腰打气。
Pole vaulter EJ Obiena says the wife of the Olympic gold medalist who accused him of doping has apologized. Obiena posted Anais Lavilleni's apology letter showing her remorse for, quote, writing untruthful words about the Filipino athlete. The letter also said Lavilleni regrets disrespecting Obiena and his coach. Anais is the wife of Renaud Lavilleni, the former pole vault world record holder. In a caption, Obiena says he fully accepts the apology and is ready to move on from the issue. He also asked everyone to stop messaging the married couple about the matter and move on as well. The 27-year-old athlete says this admission of wrongdoing proves he is, quote, a 100% clean athlete. Obiena was accused of doping shortly after winning the gold medal in the Asian Games in China. He is now preparing for the Paris Olympics next year, hopeful of adding another medal to his already big collection. One News Now will be back tomorrow at 7:30 a.m. I'm Denise Tan. We are One News, all sides, all the time.